Hey guys, Basic Brit here. I know what you're thinking, this is a look, don't judge, I just got off of work. And this weekend was insane because it was Mother's Day weekend and it is the busiest day of the year for us. So I am exhausted. Anyways, as you saw the title of this video, I am super excited to make this video. It has been a long time coming. I don't talk too much about high school because something that a lot of people don't know is I didn't have like a super awesome high school experience. I don't really like to talk about it because I don't want anyone to feel bad. There was no one person that made high school like not fun for me. It just wasn't a good time. So I'm just gonna go ahead and like dive right into like pretty much everything that this video is gonna consist of. First and foremost, I tried to cover up the fact that like high school was kind of a nightmare for me. I acted like I loved it. I acted like I had tons of friends when in reality I had like 2 or 3. And I just tried to make it seem better than it was. And for more than anything, I was trying to convince myself, not anyone else. Like I wanted other people to think that, you know, I was happy, but for the most part, I was just trying to convince myself that I was happy and that I loved being there and I loved that experience. But I didn't. Like, now that I'm in the real world, I realize how horrible it was and how miserable I was. Yeah. So I think the thing that really stuck out to me was I was constantly being told that high school was gonna be the highlight of my life. Like, constantly people were like, oh, these are the best years, these are the golden years, like it's all downhill from here. And thank God, thank you Jesus, thank God, they were all wrong. Like, every single person that told me that high school was the worst. It was like, literally, I was miserable in high school. I was a sad little bean. I was such a sad little bean in high school. It was not a fun time. Since I moved to California, I have become so much happier. I have met people that are so much more like me, that are so open-minded, that are so great. I'm much happier out here than I was when I was in high school. This is definitely, this time period, last 3.5 years, has definitely been the best 3.5 years compared to any time that I spent in junior high or high school. I guess, like, just right off the bat, a big part of it was I didn't have a lot of friends. I had like one really close friend for the majority of high school. As we like kind of got closer and closer senior year, we drifted apart a little bit, and then like after we graduated, we just like weren't friends anymore. You know, it happens. Like, after you don't see someone every day, you realize that that's why you were friends with them, not because you were friends with them. And then I had another friend who I became close with like in like 10th grade. Yeah, 10th grade she started tutoring me in math. 11th grade we did a school play together, and then senior year we were besties. And I'm still best friends with her today. I love that girl. It's Esther. She was in my first video, but she doesn't show her face, so I don't know if you guys remember that. But yeah, she's my bestie. I love her. She's such a great chick. She's awesome. I'm really glad that I have her in my life still, because I don't know what I would do without her. She's just such a great friend. Like, I literally don't know what I would do without her. So yeah, that was her. And then I had another friend that was like, I still kind of talk to her. She was like my theater friend. Yeah, I love her. She's cool. I'm still pretty good friends with her. Like, whenever she comes out here to visit, like I see her. So yeah. So yeah, those were pretty much my friends in high school. I had some friends that went to like another school. I didn't see them as often, and like I don't talk to them as much anymore, but like I'm still friends. If I go to West Virginia, like I still go see them, but we're just not like as close as we were, which is a bummer. But I mean, it happens. Like, you know, you move, you go somewhere else, you're bound to lose friends. Like, it's gonna happen. But I have plenty of other friends that I made here, so like that's good, right? So yeah, right off the bat, that was like a big part of it. I just didn't fit in at my school. Like, I just totally didn't, and I tried so hard. If I could tell myself one thing, like looking back at myself, I would tell myself to stop trying so hard to fit in with everyone there, because like it made it 10 times worse. Like, it made the whole experience 10 times worse. sorry that this is like so depressing. Like this is actually like so hardcore sad right now. But yeah, just the fact, like, I tried to do sports because that's what everyone else did, and like I really didn't love playing soccer. I kind of just did it because I felt like I should, because everyone else there did it and it was cool. So I did it because I felt like I should. And that was kind of one thing that like I didn't love it. Like if I could take back doing it, I probably would, because it wasn't something that like I look back on and I'm like, oh, I'm so thankful I did that. The only reason I'm thankful that I did it was because at the time I was in like super awesome shape. And so I sometimes brag about that, like, yeah, oh yeah, like when I played soccer, my legs were so strong. It was lit. No, but yeah, if I could go back and do it again, I probably wouldn't have played soccer. If I could go back, I would have done theater. I didn't do theater because we didn't have like the best theater program, which sucked. I wish that our school had done more theater, because that would have been nice. You know, there are artsy kids that go to school too. And then 2, because no one else really did it, and it wasn't like really like looked at as cool, so I was like, oh, okay, I guess I won't do it. But also for my grades too, because I was like, I don't really know if I have time to do theater because I need to get my grades up. But that just goes back to like, I did soccer and I endured that, something that I don't love, and I still did my grades on the side. So like I would definitely go back and have done more theater and probably no soccer. So yeah, that's a big thing that I would have changed. I would have definitely told myself that it didn't matter if I wasn't good at a subject. I literally thought that I was such a horrible student, and I thought that I was so stupid because like I wasn't good at chemistry and everybody else in my class was, and I was like, what's wrong with me? Like, why am I not good at chemistry? Like, I'm not a chemistry person. Like, I'm not science. I'm not science. That's not my stronghold. I did great in English class. Literature, you bet I had an A in there. That's where my strong point is. I'm a writer. I love stories. I could pass that any day. I'm pretty good at grammar. If I ever decide to like take college courses, you bet that I'm gonna be taking a lot of English courses, because that's what I like. I don't like science. That's not what I'm good at. It's not my fault that like everybody else at my school was great at science. That doesn't make me any like less of a person or like not as smart as anybody else. I'm just not good at that. I definitely would tell myself, you know, it's okay that you're not good at science. Like, it doesn't matter. You're never gonna freaking use chemistry in your life anyways. You're fine. Like, don't worry about it, boo. Chill out. You're good. You're gold. So that's probably like those 2 things are the main things that I would go back and tell myself. Don't change. Don't do things. Actually, those are 3 things. Don't change. Like, don't try to fit in. Don't do things because you feel obligated to do them. And don't think that you're stupid or think that you're less of a person because you can't do something that everybody else can. I was a sore thumb that stuck out in high school, and now looking back on that, like, I wish I had embraced it more, because that just shows how unique I am as a person, and I'm cool with that. Like, now I'm like, yeah, I was not a mold. I did not fit in. I was me, and I was just myself, and that is amazing. Like, I should have embraced it more. But yep, those are pretty much the 3 things. I'm really excited to do this video because I hope it inspires other people that are in high school right now or in middle school right now, whatever class, grade, whatever you're in, to just try your hardest to be yourself and do what you love. Like, don't try really hard to fit in, and don't try to do things that don't make you happy. Try to just do your best at being you and like doing what makes you happy, because I mean, you are young in those years. I wouldn't necessarily say those are going to be your golden years, because those definitely weren't my best years. Like, I'm definitely pretty sure from here on out, like, there's all of the years from here on out are probably going to be better. I don't really know for sure. Like, I mean, I could be totally wrong, so like, knock on wood. But I can't see like my life being worse. Yeah, I'm making it sound like high school was like a literal nightmare. Like, I got bullied and all this stuff. Like, it wasn't like a literal nightmare. I just didn't enjoy it. Like, it just wasn't. It sounded, when people would explain high school to me, it sounded like it was supposed to be so much better than what it was. And it was kind of like, if I had had the choice, I probably would have rather had just done like online homeschooling and I would have been happier doing that. So like that's kind of, if that gives you a spectrum of like on a scale of 1 to 10 how I felt about it. I would have rather done online homeschooling for sure. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember to just stay yourself, like be true to who you are, like you. Don't try to be anyone else. Like I don't care if you feel like, oh, I need to be like that popular person. No, you, because you are you and there's no other you out there. Like you're the only one and this world needs a you. So I love you all so much. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you on Thursday.